left side of the brain. You know, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I just thought about something, right? I'm in the grocery store right now, and I noticed something. And before I even say it, when I'm in the grocery store, to me, it's like the perfect time to do these breakdowns or analogies of how people operate. Because right now I'm in a public setting, nobody knows me, and this is the epitome of everything we speak about as it relates to the HPB realm. Now, I noticed something. Now, most men can relate to this. I don't know about the females. But when you are in a public setting, like a grocery store, right? Let me pan around. One thing you will notice is if you take your mind off of females, once you do that, you release the egotism from yourself. Because when you're in these situations, the female and the attention that you give her is where the competition begins. But if you just walk around and just say to yourself, I'm not going to think about no female whatsoever, you will feel immediately how your soul and everything just feels released from the world around you. Because, you know, like being in a grocery store, that's like one of the places where you like meet females. They be, you know, shopping and stuff. It's just one of those places, you know, just like some people say like church or, you know, some type of basketball event or something. Somebody walking past me, so hold on. But what I noticed is that's where it comes from. Because if you just walk around and you don't think about women, nobody will bother you. You'll just be like an object laying around on a counter or something. Nobody even pays attention. But it's like as soon as you start putting your mind in the game, when you start looking at females and checking them out, that's when you feel like you're being watched. But when you just walk around and you're not thinking about nothing, like I was doing earlier before I started to make this video, I said to myself, right now, I just feel like I'm just an observer of everything that's going around me. I'm not thinking about anybody. I'm not thinking about women. I'm just totally unconnected. And also you will find that when you're not thinking about a woman, for some strange reason, it feels like male attention also falls back. Because everything is mental, right? So what happens is when you unplug from thinking about women, the very men that's in this HPB world with you, that's connected to it, somehow they recognize that. So you are no longer looked at as competition. See, a lot of the strife and envy that we receive, even from other men, it's because they see you as a threat, like you competing for something that they want. It can be that same beautiful woman walking down the aisle. But when you take your mind out of the game and you no longer saying to yourself, oh, I'm attracted to this woman, oh, I'm walking down the aisle, oh, I see this person. Once you just take yourself, basically, to cut it short, once you just say to yourself, I don't give a fuck about nothing and I don't want anything and I'm not desiring anything other than what I came into the store for. Once you put your mind in that zone, you will notice that you won't have any problems. But as soon as you start competing by wanting something in the game, that's when the problems come. But as long as you, like somebody, y'all didn't see it, but one of the managers in the store, like he had walked across, right? So I seen him. He looked this way. So the only reason why he looked at me because he's seen a phone in my hand. But other than that, he wouldn't even have looked. You see? So other than that, no attention would be drawn upon me whatsoever. Because one thing about people and one thing about females, they can tell when you are on the hunt for something. Because at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, we are animals by nature. So we can pick up instincts of hunting that we give off from each other. So just like animals in the wild, they will see another lion as a threat if he looks like a very masculine alpha type lion. But if he's injured and maimed, they don't even give a fuck about him. So that's another thing. That's another key to how you can just maneuver and manipulate through certain situations. Say if you want a job and you don't want to be fucked with, period. Only thing you got to do is just take your mind off the women completely. Don't even think about females. Don't even look at other men. Don't even do anything. Just do what you are on the job to do. Don't talk to nobody. Don't get in no conversations. You don't have to be shrewd. If somebody wave at you, and say hey or something, you can speak back, but you don't have to go deep and further with it. You can just say, oh, hi, hey, how you doing today? Oh, not too bad. And yourself, but don't go no further than that. I'm telling you, man. This is the key. And if you do that, that's a way to make yourself invisible. Because most of the time, people looking for a reason to incriminate you. It's like in this world, they looking to find some type of fault inside of you. That's just the natural way of things. Like people, the first thing they looking for is fault. Just like when you going shopping for apples, you're not really picking up the apple to see if it's good per se. You looking to see, the first thing is what? You looking to see if it got any brown spots on it. So the first thing, even when you pick up a banana, you're looking to see if it's spoiled or going bad. That's just a natural instinct of man. The first thing these people are looking at is fault. They're looking to find some type of fault inside of you. So all I'm saying is a way to get away from that is just by not giving a fuck. Because one of the reasons they looking for fault, they trying to see, are you worthier than them to gain whatever it is that they are competing for. That's why people usually speak to you in the first place. They trying to gauge you. They trying to see where you stand in this game. Not because they friendly and they really, really like you or really, really care. That's not why they doing it. You see? I'm talking about just a stranger. Like, you don't know this person from nowhere. They trying to see, are you friend or foe? Now, you can tell if somebody speak and it's genuine. But I'm talking about, like, you know, about the other 90% of the time, people are usually just speaking to A, hide how they feel about you, or B, just trying to see, like I said, are you friend or foe? The way an animal will do it, he'll come sniffing. He'll walk real gingerly. The way humans do it, because we are more sophisticated than animals, we will say hey or hi, but that is our way of sniffing out the person. You see what I'm saying? Because we are more sophisticated far as mind games. We know how to play like more mind games. The animal in nature, his mind game is more so the camouflage that comes in his coat, like his fur. He'll have spots. So nature built in his mind game, like he's colored like the leaves, like a chameleon or something like that. That's their form of mind game. But the human, because we are more like sophisticated, our mind game is more so like, hey, how you doing? Or hi, little stuff like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's like, it's the same things that animals do, but we do it in a more like mental department. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, man, I'm just saying, like, if y'all just do that experiment, man, you'll find out that people won't even mess with you, man. They'll just see you. They'll see you as nothing. They'll just look at you like they just looking through a waterfall or something. Don't give them nothing to grab hold to. You see what I'm saying? And the way you avoid giving them something to grab hold to is not putting your mind in the game, by not desiring any attention from them whatsoever. You on your job, you go in the break room. Just go in the break room by yourself. Put your headphones on. Act like you on your phone, or don't even act like you just get on Instagram and scroll through pictures and stuff like that. You got to do little stuff like that, and that'll keep you out of a lot of trouble. And another thing for men, one thing about women, when you are in atmospheres where there are a lot of females, you stay out of their sight. Stay out of their line of sight. Avoid like walking in their direct sight. I'm saying, if you're not trying to, get with one of them, I'm just saying, like, it's moments in your life where you just want to go in and out on some recluse type, Superman Clark Kent type stuff. Because this is what this channel is about. We teach methods of maneuvering through the human prison bar world. That's why I'm doing this video. I'm just giving you tips and pointers on how to be like the Pink Panther, So if you're in a situation and you don't want to be dealing with anybody at the moment, just don't think about females. Stay out of their sight. Hey, like they say, out of mind, out of sight. If you stay out of the sight of a female and groups of females, you ain't got to worry about people gossiping about you. You ain't got to worry about, did you say the wrong thing to them? Because say if you say something to a female on your job or something, and it just come off as awkward, then guess what? She gonna spread that. And females are real like hive minded. They all connected to the mind like that. And if one female says, oh, he's weird, he said something awkward to me, it's gonna spread through like every single last one of them. And then you just mess yourself up on the job. So every time they see you from now on, they're gonna have that first impression. Because like they say, the first impression is a lasting impression. And that's exactly how you will be viewed. And you already know those little simp men on the job, they gonna go along with the female because they gay. You see what I'm saying? They gonna go along with the female, and they going to how they just want to be accepted by the women, and they don't got no backbone or anything about them. They got testosterone, but it's not governed by logic. Like we say, a real man is a male whose testosterone is governed by logic. That's the real definition of a man. So you already know you're going to be around a bunch of weak ass men. And if the women start talking about you because they want to, like I said, it's all about competition. Since they want to be the man in the eyes of the women, they're going to go right along with the women and start gossiping about you just like the females. And before you know it, you're going to be in a fight with one of them because they're going to try to show out in front of the women and whatnot. So It's the same old thing, man. I've like I said, most of these men are females anyway. Even when I walked into this grocery store where I'm at tonight, I noticed that all of the bag boys who working here, they all like girly acting, and man, they all got that same little look about them. Like, are you a man or what? Like, what the fuck are you, man? It's like, and you can tell in these type of situations that the females, they dictate the atmosphere in the room. They dictate who's on the in crowd, who is the outcast. And like I noticed, all of these employees, the male employees, they all like cream puffs, man. They don't stand for nothing. They don't stand against nothing. They don't know anything about the world and all the things that we speak about. And that's another thing. When you don't know anything about this evil agenda in this world, you won't have no problems. That's why those type of people can fit into every situation, because they don't go against anything. And the thing is, when they see these HPBs, they can detect who is who. So when they get around certain individuals, they can tell that this individual, he don't stand against anything. So he is no threat. So we can laugh and joke with him. But if somebody like me come around, they will instantly be able to pick it up. They might not know what it is that's different about me, but they'll know that something is different. And then, lo and behold, get in a conversation with them about life. Start trading, your viewpoints with theirs, and you will see that your viewpoints will clash with their viewpoints. And that's the origin of that funny, awkward feeling that you have with that person. The awkwardness comes from the fact your view of the world is in alignment with reality, and their view of the world is unrealistic. Because unrealistic and realistic, it does not mix. So do a test. People that you feel funny around, spark up a conversation with them, just on a random topic, a current event in the world. And I guarantee you, they got opposing opinions than what you have. And that's the origin of why when you get around them, you get that funny feeling when you're around them. Because they are the very ones that we be speaking about. They are the HPBs. And you will never feel comfortable around a bunch of people like that. I mean, you will never fit in. So to end this video, the remedy for fitting in is just by standing out to yourself. Don't say anything. Don't think about no women. Don't think about no other man. Don't care about holding no conversation, and just walk through like I'm doing with your cart, and don't say nothing to nobody. And it'll be like you are invisible. You'll be walking invisible. That's right. That's the key to it. Stick to yourself. And the moment you start saying to yourself, I like a girl in this environment, whatever environment you're in, the moment you start saying, I like one of these females, I like her, watch. As soon as you do that, that's when you plug into the game. Because then she's going to start picking it up. You're going to start putting out the vibe. When she come around, you're going to look. You're going to say something to her. You're going to giggle. Now, I'm not saying that it's nothing wrong with liking a female. But I'm just saying, in certain situations, it's good to suppress any type of feeling that you have for these HPBs. Just suppress it. Suppress that you like them. Suppress that you want to talk to them. Just go in, do what you got to do, and leave. Sometimes you got to be like that. You just got to bite the bullet, as they say. So that's all I wanted to say. So keep that in mind, and that'll help you out, get through life, you know what I'm saying? Because these people, man, they not for us, and they not for you. Hope you got some out of today's video, and this is LSOTB signing out. Hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you think in the comment section. All right? Peace.